Season 1 of Barbarians begins with the new senator of Germania, Varus, demanding an increased tribute from each of the tribes, and they are given 3 days to give their response to his new demands. The tribes therefore have a meeting to discuss the new tribute demands and eventually agree to peace over war, but not all the tribes are happy with this outcome. The next day, the tribute is given to the soldiers of Rome, but they are unhappy with the offerings that have been provided, and they begin looting all the houses of the villagers, and they also make Segumir kiss the golden eagle to further insult the villagers. Thusnelda speaks out against these atrocities, and in the process, her betrothed Hadgin gets severely injured. Boiling with anger and wishing to avenge the wrongs done to her village, Thusnelda and her secret lover Fulgwin steal the golden eagle from the Roman camp and bring it back to their village. In a secondary storyline, we find out a little while later that Arminius is the son of Segumir, who was taken to Rome while he was a child as tribute and to enforce the loyalty of Segumir to the Roman Empire. Ari, which is his Germanic name, requests Fulgwin and Thusnelda to return the eagle, but they refuse his demands. After getting into a fight with some villagers who are not happy to see Ari returned, he is able to sneak away and get the golden eagle and flee on horseback from the village. But unfortunately, he loses the golden eagle while he is wading through a lake and he drops it in the water. Varus later on arrives at the village and demands that Fulgwin and the golden eagle be handed over to him. But as neither are present in the village at that time, he hangs all the family members of Fulgwin to send a message to him and the rest of the village. Fulgwin is hiding in the forest during this time, and Arminius is tasked by Varus to find him and bring back his head, with the promise of great rewards being granted to Ari if he is able to successfully complete this task. After a long game of cat and mouse, Arminius and some of his legionaries are able to find Fulgwin, who is ready to fight to the death. But before this can happen, Arminius betrays his Roman comrades and kills all the Roman soldiers that came with him, and he does this in order to save Fulgwin's life. Later on, Thusnelda arrives and she is able to eventually convince Ari to betray the Romans and join their cause. And together they begin to hatch out a plan that they hope will lead to Varus and his army's destruction. Fulgwin and Thusnelda set off to unite the Germanic tribes in a bid to fight against the Romans, and after passing through lots of hurdles and obstacles, they are successful in this venture to some degree. With Segumir dead, Segestes tries to name himself Rake of the village, but Ari eventually arrives and sits himself as the new Rake, as he knows in order to win the upcoming battle against the Romans, he needs all the tribes in Germania to unite underneath him, and he feels the best way to achieve this outcome is to have himself and Thusnelda get married, which will give the tribes a powerful warrior and a spiritual figure in the form of Thusnelda, who is believed to be a seer, to support as well. Fulgwin though is outraged at this suggestion, and he is in the forest bemoaning his bad luck as his friend gets married to his lover, but unfortunately during this time he gets captured by some Roman legionaries and he is taken back to the Roman camp as a prisoner. A little while later, Ari returns to the Roman camp to introduce Varus to his new wife Thusnelda, and he is ordered by Varus to go to all the villages and take the children from each powerful house as captives for Rome. Ari follows through with this order, but later on he returns all the children to their houses, showing that he is truly on their side and just how much Rome is able to take from them as they wish if the tribes will not unite and fight back. Segestes eventually finds out about Ari and Thusnelda's plans to betray Varus, and he goes to the Roman camp to inform him about Ari's betrayal. But Varus dismisses Segestes' concerns as he trusts Ari implicitly as he sees him as a son. Varus knows that the barbarian hordes have gathered together in the Teutoburg forest and they are waiting for him, so he gathers all his forces, which is about 3 legions, and he heads into the forest to face the barbarian army. But Ari's betrayal becomes evident quite quickly while they are in the forest, as the legions eventually get split and the barbarians are able to start ambushing them from all sides, and a great battle ensues, with the Romans eventually suffering a huge defeat. thanks to the military tactics deployed by Ari, who knew the weaknesses of the allegiance and its other soldiers all too well. Varys, unable to accept the embarrassment of defeat and the betrayal of his adopted son, kills himself with his own sword, thus leading to a significant and tremendous Germanic tribe victory. While the Germanic tribes are all celebrating this victory, they come together and agree to make Ari their new and official king. Ari accepts this position as he knows that Rome will not take this defeat lightly, and that they will come back and strike back even harder and with even more force than before. And this is where we leave off season 1, and season 2, which will be coming out in October 2022 at some point, will extend the storyline even further. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel History Spark, as I post movies on historical movies and historical TV shows each and every week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.